British government is pushing the country towards being net zero, reducing our greenhouse emissions. And one of their strategies for this is the use of electric vehicles, cars and motorbikes. No more combustion engines, no more pollution, no more greenhouse gas emissions. A fine thing. We'll forget about the environmental impact of making these electric cars, but let's just say that electric cars within your own locality reduce the emissions that the combustion engines used to produce. So they're cleaner, okay? However, when a newly qualified driver, usually a youngster, car or motorbike, passes their test, they are given a driving licence that allows them to drive a combustion engine vehicle. The older generation have a little bit more money, but when they go to change their cars, they are buying electric vehicles, and their cars, which have done not so many miles, because it's usually a retired person, they probably only do 5,000 miles a year, their car then goes off to auction and back to the sale rooms, and a youngster purchases that car, and that youngster then uses the vehicle as their status symbol and drives around doing many, many more miles than the older generation did in it in the first place, producing carbon fumes and greenhouse gases and everything that we're trying to get rid of. Wouldn't it be more sensible if we gave these people, these youngsters, driving license that only allowed them to drive electric vehicles? Therefore, they wouldn't be able to use these petrol vehicles. Nobody has a right to buy a vehicle. Nobody has a right to drive a car. However, if more and more people were only able to drive electric vehicles, that would create the demand for electric vehicles in this country. And that demand, supply and demand, would hopefully bring the price down for everybody, and we'd all be happy buying them. So, government, have a look at this and think about changing your driving licence policy. Let's stop the youngsters driving combustion engine vehicles. After all, we're trying to save the planet for them, aren't we?